Right folks, how are we doing? We're diggering again, one of my favourite little jobs. Got the T7210 and the little U50-5 Kubota. Let's get her unloaded. Oh, this is actually, do you remember, 6 weeks ago, 2 months ago, I was putting the slurry on with the new slurry cat dribble bar on the high spec tanker. Well, this is the field I was in, and there's a ditch that runs basically all the way from the A1, oh yeah, get it in frame George, all the way up the A1, up where them cars are going, all the way down to just behind the digger there. So that's what we've got to do. It's a decent ditch anyway, just wants the bottom clean out. It's full of a bit of crap, like, you know, usual sort of story. So we'll get saddled up and crack on. They're looking cleaner already. So I'm not taking too much, I'm literally just giving it a shave. And then in a second, well, I'll get clean it just a little bit more, and then get in with my shovel and see if I can just clean them culverts a bit, because the more water I can lose, the better. Alright, what's the odds I'm going to fall in? There's a fair bit of traction there. That was a good throw, wasn't it? So I'm not sure, to be honest, I haven't looked the other side of the culvert yet, but I know for sure, yeah, that's pretty silted all the way in there, I think. But we'll cut the, should shut that up there. I'll dig the bottoms of the pipes out. What it needs, I've seen a trick done before with a, yeah, put a heavy duty strop or rope or chain through, put it through a tyre, obviously a bigger tyre, say this size pipe, super single, and then you drag that through with a tractor or something, and that cleans them out. I've seen that before. Alright, so we're the other side of the culvert now, and it's pretty much the same, so I think it's sort of silted up halfway up the pipe either side. This bit's all fenced in, but we've got to get in here. We're coming in here tomorrow. Ah, bugger, straight down my welly. It's definitely going anyway, definitely going. God, right down my bloody welly that went. So we're jingling along quite nicely now. As you can see, that's how far we got. Not massively far, but we are doing alright. That first bit was a bit tricky, quite wide there and a lot of crap in it, whereas this is this bit here is a nice easy bit of ditch. digging, I'm only just digging the very bottom of the ditch, just feeling for the bottom and trying to take out as small amount as possible, if you know what I mean, because I want it sort of triangulated at the bottom. I'm never going to get it triangulated, but the narrower enunciation, George, it is at the bottom. The quicker it'll flow, and the quicker the water goes, the more sediment it takes with it. So, like when rivers. When rivers go from a fast bit and then into a sort of deeper or a wider bit, they slow down, and when they slow down they deposit the silt that they're carrying. Same principle on a ditch really. If you make it really wide at the bottom, the water's going to go slower and it will deposit more, it'll drop the sediment it's taking with it, rather than clearing off downstream. It drops off in the ditch quicker. Oh, so I've got to another culvert, and as you can see that's similar, probably all the way through again, but I'll go and get the shovel and get in there and just shovel the entrance out a bit. I may have to dig a little bit deep as well. At least that's a proper culvert. What's that, a good 2 foot one, isn't it? Something like that. Maybe even a bit bigger. So that's how far we've got anyway. Don't look too bad, does it, for an old boy, I don't think. Yeah, what more, a third of the way? Yeah, about a third of the way, I think. So, crack on. One of them dang cold days again, the old fog just ain't going to lift all day. It's almost miserly rain, if you know what I mean. But yeah, the old field, this is, like I say, this is the field we put the slurry on with the old dribble bar. It's grown well. It really has grown well. It'll be a good crop off this first cut next year. Yeah, that's where that's the wide bit where it goes round the corner. Just a shame, I say we're going to go the other side tomorrow because there's a bit more work over there to do. So we're going to do that tomorrow. But like I say, it's just a shame I can't get rid of the water sort of as much as I'd like to, but never mind. So on the 17th of December, which is just over 2 weeks away now, I've got this Christmas tractor run in, starts in Bullrock, goes to Letchworth, and then ends up in Hitchin. And like I say, I'm going to be live streaming that. If you haven't watched the Christmas lights switch on video, God, it's all very complicated, isn't it? So yeah, on that day, that evening, I'm going to be doing a whatever it takes, to be honest, probably a 2-hour live stream. So looking forward to it, but it's a bit nerve-wracking, to be honest, but should meet a lot of nice chaps. Some of you that watch the channel that I haven't sort of met before. I've had a lot of messages saying, oh, do we have to register and all that sort of stuff? We just need to know numbers, sort of thing, just so we've got an idea if there's going to be 200 or 300 tractors or whatever. So looking forward to meeting a lot of you. Yeah, it's going to be quite nerve-wracking, but it's going to be good at the same time, isn't it? I think that'll do. I ain't going to get a lot further, am I? It don't look too bad now, actually, does it? So, last week I began my partnership with Tama. Now, you've heard me mention Tama, like I say, on a video a couple of couple of videos ago, and be the first partnership I've ever been sort of involved with. And I'll tell you why, because I know the product. I've used the product for very many years. I bow twine and net wrap. It's a very good product, I know that, because I've been using it. But also, sort of key to working with any company is you've got to get on with the people that you're working with, and the chaps at Tama just spot on. Like I say, we started last week, went to the Netherlands, and like I say, the video will be coming out fairly soon. I've got a lot of editing to do, but as soon as I get the video done, I will release it and you lot will see what I've been up to. Now you might think, well, how interesting can sort of net wrap and twine be? It's, you know, it's a boring subject really, isn't it? You know, you see these programs on telly where they show you how they make a can of beans or something like that. Wouldn't normally be very interested in that, but it's blooming interesting. And sort of net wrap and twine is the same sort of thing. So this next year, but beginning, you know, the next few weeks. Oh, hold on. Ah, look at that. Clay pipe. Now, where was that from? I'm gonna have to go and have a look. I know, I can see it. I can see it. That's cool. Unless there's another one. So the video will be out in a few weeks' time of, like I say, my first partnership with Tama. And there's a lot of interesting things in the pipeline next year for it. Yeah, like I say, we went to the Netherlands last week. Mucker was my cameraman, because that's about all he's good for. Yeah, we had a great time. Great people. Met some great people. And yeah, I've got a lot of editing to do, but it'll be hopefully a very interesting, very informative video on a subject that's, well, you know, right at the top of the agenda at the minute. Obviously we've got Lama coming up first thing in the new year, and be a little surprise at Lama. You have to wait and see, but yeah, we're going to have a little surprise at Lama. One thing to note if you are coming is you've got to pay for parking now. Slightly cheaper if you prepay, but I think it's £15 per vehicle, I think about 12 if you prepay. Don't hold me to that, but I think that's about what it is. So just bear that in mind before you come. And if you want a little taster of what we've been up to at Helix, me and my cameraman, aka Mucker, go on his channel, because he's done one of his mucking about videos, and we did a little sort of video log of us heading out there and a bit round the factory and that sort of thing. So check that out, because I mean, I've not seen it yet, but as I record this, but should be pretty good. We had a great time anyway. I had a great time. So check that out. There'll be a link at the end of the vid, obviously. I do also use the likes of Instagram and Facebook to do sort of not daily updates, but you know, just sort of little posts and little bits of video and that I don't put on YouTube. So if you want to follow me on Insta and Facebook, you're more than welcome. Just search Joel Saunders and you'll find me. It's not too hard to find me on either of them platforms. Liz has also she's also doing calendars this year. We are in the process of getting a logo done as well, something I've been meaning to do for years and just sort of never really got around to it. So got that coming up. The calendars are on my website, which I've had for blooming hell for years. Again, not really done a lot with. So I'll put a link in the description for the website. Again, if you search George Saunders Photography, it should come up. Don't just put it in George Saunders on Google, because you'll get my nemesis, another George Saunders, an American writer. Yeah, so check that out. Yeah, so like I say, Liz has done some more calendars. We didn't do them last year, but it should make life a bit easier this year having the website, because obviously there's a shop on the website, and it makes paying for it easier, and then we'll just get them sent out to you. So check that lot out. Oh, that's nearly 5 o'clock now. I'm just tracking back. Didn't quite get done, but like I say, I've got more to do tomorrow anyway, so I'll get packed up, get back to the yard and all that. That'll be about done. So jobs are good. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little bit. Don't think I missed anything. Yeah, I don't think so. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one. Ta-ta!